Tesla CEO Elon Musk has struck a deal to buy Twitter for $44 billion. The Twitter board has agreed to this offer by Elon Musk. Twitter had initially rebuffed the deal, but now its co-founder and former CEO Jack Dorsey has said that Musk is a singular solution for Twitter. So let's look at the timeline of events, how this deal would be funded, and what Musk stands to gain from this investment. Elon Musk's Twitter takeover plan began early this year. Between the 31st of January and the 14th of March, he acquired a 5% stake in Twitter. On the 25th of March, he asked on Twitter if the microblogging site was rigorously adhering to the principle of free speech and said the consequences of this poll would be important, so vote carefully. The next day, Musk asks on Twitter if a new platform was needed and whether users wanted an edit button. On the 4th of April, Musk had purchased 9% shares of Twitter and seemed all set to join the board. And then, 5 days later, he tweeted to ask if Twitter was dying. Twitter CEO Parag Agrawal said Musk had rejected the offer to join the board. But this really wasn't the end of the story. On the 14th of April, a determined Elon Musk made an offer to buy Twitter for $43 billion, filed an application with the SEC. Twitter then began taking steps to ward off Musk's plan, and they launched the poison pill strategy. On the 16th of April, Musk tweeted, "Love me tender," hints at a hostile takeover as well. On the 21st, Musk lines up a $46.5 billion investment to buy Twitter. And finally, on the 25th of April, the Twitter board agrees to Elon Musk's offer valued at $44 billion. Now, as far as the funding plan goes, Musk had made a $21 billion equity commitment and has secured $25.5 billion in debt financing from Morgan Stanley and other firms. Post this takeover, Twitter will become a private company. But this will require a regulatory scrutiny, and Twitter's financials will also have to be verified, a nod from regulators, and an approval from Twitter shareholders will also be needed. How does it really help Elon Musk? Influence could be one key takeaway. He joins a list of global billionaires who own a media or content business. He has said he wants to promote free and open speech and unlock Twitter's extraordinary potential. Now, how could Twitter possibly change? We will have to see if the moderation guidelines change. Will there be an edit button? Will authentication guidelines change? And will Musk overturn permanent bans, the kind of ban there is on Donald Trump?